English Story Times, Book 2, Story 5. Oven door handle. Line 1. An oven is the biggest part of a stove. Part of a stove. An oven is the biggest part of a stove. Question. What's the biggest? What's the biggest part of a stove? Part of a stove. What's the biggest part of a stove? An oven is the biggest part of a stove. Line 2. An oven burner. An oven burner is the biggest burner. Is the biggest burner of a stove. Of a stove. An oven burner is the biggest burner of a stove. Question. Which is the biggest? Which is the biggest burner of a stove? Burner of a stove. Which is the biggest burner of a stove? An oven burner is the biggest burner of a stove. Line 3. Here the arrow is pointing to the oven door handle. To the oven door handle. Here the arrow is pointing to the oven door handle. What's pointing to the handle? To the handle. What's pointing to the handle? Here the arrow is pointing to the oven door handle. Line 4. Over the handle are the gas knobs for all the burners. Over the handle are the gas knobs for all the burners. Question. What are those round things? What are those round things over the handle? Over the handle. What are those round things over the handle? Over the handle are the gas knobs for all the burners. Line 5. Under the handle is the window. Is the window in the door. In the door. Under the handle is the window in the door. Question. Where's the window? Where's the window? Okay, where's the window? Under the handle is the window in the door. Line 6. With the window, we can see what's happening inside an oven without opening the door. Without opening the door. With the window, we can see what's happening inside an oven without opening the door. Question. How can you obviously see what's happening inside an oven? What's happening inside an oven? How can you obviously see what's happening inside an oven? Well, with the window, we can see what's happening inside an oven without opening the door. Line 7. We bake pies, we bake pies, cakes, bread, and other things. Pies, cakes, bread, and other things in an oven. We bake pies, cakes, bread, and other things in an oven. Question: why use an oven? Why use an oven? We bake pies, cakes, bread, and other things in an oven. Sentence, line 8 rather. We roast meat and chickens in an oven. We roast meat and chickens in an oven. Question: what do we roast? What do we roast in an oven? What do we roast in an oven? We roast meat and chickens in an oven. Okay. Reading out loud goal here, 35 seconds. Ready? Here we go. An oven is the biggest part of a stove. An oven burner is the biggest burner of a stove. Here the arrow is pointing to the oven door handle. Over the handle are the gas knobs for all the burners. Under the handle is the window and the door. With a window, we can see what's happening inside an oven without opening the door. We bake pies, cakes, bread, and other things in an oven. We roast meat and chickens in an oven.